Hey everybody, it's Desiree, and today I'm going to try something way different. Way different from what I usually do, because for today's project, I'm going to try putting some ink on this fake leather. This is actually a vinyl. Hey, and it was made in Cambodia, but this is like just some cheap, very cheap fake leather thing that came with a purse, or actually a bag. And if it works, I'll do the bag too, but we'll see if it works first. So again, it's Desiree, and I am an independent chalk couture designer. This is my page, Easy Crafters, and the whole point here is to show you guys what you can do with this. In this case, I'm using the ink, and I almost forgot. I need to have some kind of a transfer to put on here. Would it be nice, huh, if I had something to put there? And I am thinking, oh, I know. I'm gonna get, because I'm one of those people that likes to use things you already have. So I'm gonna use this Don't Quit Your Daydreams transfer that I'm pulling off one of my over here. So that's what I'm gonna use, because we're gonna see if it will work first before I do anything really drastic. And this is an older transfer I've had for a while. It's obviously coming off the backing pretty easily. So I'll set that aside. I'm not going to, and I hear my heat press over there beeping at me. I'm not gonna do any fuzzing because this has been used quite a bit. So it doesn't really need to be fuzzed. So I'm gonna put this down on here, smooth it down. Hey, and I'm gonna use this big giant squeegee to kind of help smooth it down, because I wanna make sure it's got a nice tight bond here. The thing is, this isn't, the surface on this is, you know, it's fake, but it is not entirely flat. So we're gonna go with it. Let me open up my ink. Make sure I wipe that off. And I will just go to town here. And then we're gonna try it. See if it will go on here. So I'll put this on here. And here. And here. And here. Let's see. You can see where it just sinks into those little divots. That's okay. I just need it to sink in through the letters. So I'll come across here. I'm going to push it down in there nice and good. Hopefully it doesn't, you know, seep out past the letters and stuff, but you never know. Especially on something that is not flat. When it's flat, it's easy. Fabric, easy peasy. Just as long as you get that good seal. But something like this is a little tougher to get a seal. Again, my name is Desiree, and I am with Chalk Couture. This is my page, Easy Crafters, and I am an independent chalk couture designer. I have to say that because it's very important to the company. Because I don't actually work for the company. Okay, let's see. I think I got it. I'll take this off and then put it back in there because I don't need to waste any of it. I've used a lot of white paste. And I'll put that in there, wipe my fingers off on my little towel. I'll close this real quick, and I'm gonna peel this up. And yeah, it came out like, well, it's a test. So I'm gonna go put this in here because I need to make sure that that gets out of there. I don't want to leave it in there too long because it is ink. All right. I'm not going to worry about trying to clean it up. It is nice to know that it's a little bit, came out a little bit. Well, let me see. Where did I put my Q-tips? Let's see if some of these, a Q-tip will pull some of this off. I'm dumping stuff on the ground over there. Let's see. Let's see if I can erase some of that. It's not looking like it doesn't want to erase very well. Let's see if I can get a little bit of water and see if that helps. Yeah, it's not erasing very well. But it was worth a shot. Oh, there's some of it's coming off. And of course now I'm getting some extras on there. All right, well, I'm gonna leave it at that because I'm not really too worried about this. This was a cheap thing to try, and that's why I got it. But the real test is going to be whether or not I can actually heat set this. Doesn't look too bad on screen. Okay, I'm gonna put this on this piece of wood. I'll put this down. Now, this wood here, this is actually one of the old transfers, and what I had done with it is I put it onto the wood and I used my router so you can kind of see that it's been routered out. Yeah, so lots of different applications for it. I'm going to turn this upside down because I want to make sure. Well, it doesn't want to go in that way. So I guess I'll set it on here. And I need to put, let's see, I have this one. Where's the other one? I have this one, which I'm going to put over the top. But where did I put the other sheet? Because I have two sheets. One for, oh, there it is, underneath the hat. It needs to be finished. Oh, but I'm going to do. I still haven't done it. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to fold this one and stick it inside, I think. Oops. Let's see if I can erase that real quick. There we go. I'm going to go ahead and put this inside like this. Of course it's too wide. Don't tell me this is too wide as well. I know my voice is still kind of hoarse. The whole point of putting it in here is I don't want it to stick to itself. So that's why I'm putting it in here. I was going to put the wood in, but the wood is not cooperating. So, have that in there. I'm putting it on top of this wood, putting this over it. it's still a little bit sticky. So I'm going to very quickly grab my heat gun and just heat it a little bit. Oops. The heat gun, it helps if you plug the heat gun in, which I do not have it plugged in. I'm going to plug it in up here. Boy, I'm just so unorganized today. So, let me turn the heat gun on. And let's try this to see if this will work. I don't want to get it too hot on here. So we're going to see if this will actually stay on this bag. And it's still... See, it's still sticky. Let's see if it's coming. Oh, well, apparently I have a whole bunch of stuff falling on me today. And I think that's good. So I'm going to turn this off. And put it up here to dry. While I try not to turn everything. Okay. We're gonna go. Sorry about the noise up here because the heat gun has to cool off. That's what heat guns do. And I'm gonna try it. Let's cross our fingers that this works. I'm gonna cross my fingers, hit it there, and we're gonna go, and we're gonna see. Is it gonna work? Is it gonna work without melting the bag? Crossing our fingers. It's gotta go 30 seconds. That's usually what we do with fabric. I saw somebody, the whole idea here, I saw somebody online do it with vinyl, and I wanted to see if I could do it with this. So let's take that off, and let's put that there, and well, it kind of looks like it worked. The vinyl is very hot, very hot. It's a cheap vinyl, and I can see where it kind of melted the vinyl. Melted the vinyl a little bit, but let's see if it actually works. I'm not sure. I have a feeling that it might have worked. Good thing I think that's a good thing that I put this in here. Let me see. Let me take it out. See if I can get this out. It is coming out. So far, it looks like it's working. It did do a little bit of a flattening. I'm sorry, it's funny that it kind of flattened that out. But I think it worked. I think it worked. I think it worked. I might try it again using a little less heat. It looks like it melted the bag a little bit together right there. That's okay. I think the key is going to make sure that you have the Teflon. I use the Teflon, but you can use parchment paper. I think for this application, the Teflon was probably a better choice. But to keep it from melting together, you do have to have something in there. to prevent that. But I think it worked. It's not coming off. I'm scratching it. It is not coming off. So check it out. I used it on fake leather. This is probably some kind of plastic. It did melt some. You can see right there. It did melt. A little bit right there. And a lot right there because it melted it together. But if you put enough stuff in it, it won't melt together that way. It might actually work better on a flatter leather because while you guys can't see it, I can. There's some edge here that came out because this is, let's see if you guys can see it. Let me see. So you can see that it's come out here, but that's because this is not a flat surface. So with that said, that experiment kind of sort of worked. If you're interested in the couture inks and that kind of thing, and you're just looking to find something that you can do with it, we do have a Club Couture subscription that only includes the paste. It does not include these inks. But you can go ahead and sign up for a subscription or just sign up as a customer. I don't have the word customer there, but you can just type in customer and you can sign up as a customer. The other option is designer. If you want more information about actually doing this for a business or purchasing it wholesale so that you can actually use it in your own projects that you sell, feel free to put designer. There's no stopping. If you want to buy it retail, put it on your projects to resell, that's fine as well. But if you're going to go into retail and retailing and selling projects, you might want to get it at the wholesale. So you can put in the word designer. I do have webinars every Sunday. This one, I can't remember. There's one coming up, or I've just done it. Did I do it? I can't remember if I did it. That I'm going to go do in the group that is 7 ways to make money with Chalk Couture. So you're welcome to that. Also, Chalk Couture is open in Canada for pre-registration, and if you are from Canada, you can pre-register. It's also an brilliant opportunity if you are not in Canada, but you are in the USA and you know some people in Canada. You know, if you join, you can have them pre-register underneath you. So the other thing, I think that's it. Yep, that's it. So with that said, I'm going to head out, and you guys, don't quit your daydreams.